It has been more than 3 months since Governor Newsom and Democratic leaders promised to send relief to Californians in response to rising gas prices and inflation. The governor, as well as legislative leaders, are still at odds on the best way to send direct payments while Republicans continue their push for a gas tax suspension. 17's Ashley Zavala explains how soon a deal could be reached.
Another day and still no deal on those relief efforts here at the state capitol. All sides of this issue have said they wanted to get something done quickly, but Republicans continue to criticize the slow negotiations between Democrats. Meanwhile, Governor Newsom's administration says it's aiming to have this settled by the end of the month.
100 days is far too long.
100 cones set up at the state capitol to mark the number of days since Governor Newsom promised to send relief to Californians in response to rising gas prices. Republicans used the props to continue their push to suspend the state's gas tax, which will be 54 cents per gallon starting July 1st. Gas prices reached a statewide record this week at $6.43 per gallon.
Families are being forced to make tough financial decisions as the state's coffers are overflowing with cash.
But the idea continues to be a non-starter for Democrats and the governor, who have said suspending the gas tax would not guarantee gas companies would pass those savings on to customers. Governor Newsom and Democratic legislative leaders met Tuesday to continue negotiating relief efforts and other budget-related business. The leaders continue to clash over their separate proposals. The governor wants to send $400 debit cards to California car owners, while legislative leaders want to send $200 payments to taxpayers making less than $125,000 per year.
And hopefully we'll be able to reach a resolution on those two versions within the next coming days or so prior to the new fiscal year beginning on July the 1st. Discussions were very good. They'll continue, but the governor made it very clear that his continuing goal is as much relief as possible to as many as possible, as fast as possible.
Newsom's plan would spend about $11.5 billion to help about 28 million people versus the legislature's $8 billion plan for about 16.5 million people. But Democrats in the legislature have said their plan is the fairer approach and have concerns about using a third-party vendor to send out debit cards.
I think we agree that we definitely want to be able to get the money out as fast as possible, but also want to do it in a way that's safe and reliable.
It's still to be determined when exactly Californians would see those direct payments, but officials say at this point the earliest would be September. In Sacramento, Ashley Zavala, 17 News.